museum in Indonesia, Radya Pustaka Museum. Hope you enjoy our video and let's check it out. Hi, let's talk about the old things, but it is more specific because this is the oldest museum in Indonesia, called as the Radya Pustaka Museum. Let's be closer with it.
The Radya Pustaka Museum is located on Jalan Slamet Riyadi, Sriwedari Village, Laweyan District, Solo, which is the oldest museum in Indonesia, which displays collections from the kingdoms of Mataram, Majapahit, Demak, and Pajang. The name Radya means palace or country, while Pustaka means library. The meaning of the name Radya Pustaka is the Keraton or state library. The total building area is 523.24 square meters, consisting of 389.48 square meters of permanent exhibition space and 33.76 square meters of library space, then 100 square meters of office space. The museum is opened to the public every Tuesday to Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. till 16 p.m.
Okay, so how about the history of Radya Pustaka Museum, the oldest museum in Indonesia? Excuse me, sir, can you tell us how the story of Radya Pustaka Museum? Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, let's talk about the history of Radya Pustaka Museum.
Centuries ago, there was an exclusive institution called Kepatihan. Kepatihan showed a tradition centered on intellectualism that was rife with knowledge. This was influenced by the modernity of Dutch. For example, Sosrodiningrat initiated to build the Radya Pustaka Museum. It was viewed as very important to develop the culture of Java and to develop knowledge. Radya Pustaka was built on October 28, 1890 by Patih Sosrodiningrat IV, who had a big interest in cultural science. It initially had a function to preserve archives of many classic books written by Javanese writers. Radya Pustaka then became an education institute. On January 19 and 13, the location of the museum has been moved to its current location in Loji Kadipolo. Previously, the museum building was the residence of a Dutch named Johannes Baselaar. Radya Pustaka was maintained by Paheman Radya Pustaka. The meaning of Paheman is a place where people gather to get the ideas out. Paheman Radya Pustaka members consist of educators and experts of culture.
There are a lot of collections in Radya Pustaka Museum, so let's explore the inside of Radya Pustaka Museum.
The museum's collection consists of a variety of statues, traditional heirlooms, shadow puppets, Ancient books like Pakubuwono IV's book entitled Wulang Reh about government instruction and Rama Fiber, written by Surakarta Pilis, but named Yasadipurawan about Ramayana. In the library is also stored typewriter Adisaka, which has Japanese letters. In the museum yard, there is a statue of Ranggawasita, a ledge put in Surakarta in the 19th century. In the porch section, there are a number of wheeled cannons from the VOC era in the 17th and 18th centuries. Also some small cannons belonging to the Kartasura Pilis. Several Hindu Buddhist statues such as the statue of Goddess Durga, Bodhisattva and Shiva statues found around Surakarta. The large statue of Durga Mahisa-Suramadini on the terrace of the museum is made of andesite stone. He used to be Dewi Pawati, who was cursed by Shiva to become a giant-faced goddess. The statue is depicted standing while stepping on the incarnation buffalo king of Ashura, who once attacked the Shiva palace in heaven.
Do you know that Radya Pustaka Museum have a dark history? So, let's have a look to another side of Radya Pustaka Museum. After October 17th in 1945, in the middle of revolutions which was triggered by the proclamation of independence, anti-monarch movement in Surakarta began. Everyone wants to enjoy the freedom of independence. There were also anti-feudalism and anti-colonialism movements. Kepatihan was perceived as one of the symbols of feudalism. So, the group of anti-feudalism wanted them to end. Therefore, 9 officials of Kepatihan were kidnapped and the Kepatihan building was destroyed and burned. Unfortunately, in the history of the Radya Pustaka Museum, there are stains in the form of dark notes, which are the subject of public discussions and news. Some museum collections are lost and exchanged for replicas. On November 18, 2007, the head of the Radya Pustaka Museum, Kanjeng Raden Haryo Darmodipuro, or Mbah Hadi, was detained by the police as a suspect in the case of the disappearance of a number of museum collections, including 5 stone statues made in the 4th and 9th centuries, which were sold to other parties at a price of 80 million rupiah until 270 million rupiah per statue. Investigation of the authorities found that the museum collections had been partially replaced with counterfeit goods. 2 days later, police ransacked the house of businessman Hasim Joyo Hadikusumo, Prabowo Subianto's sister, in Jakarta, and found 5 statues that were missing from the museum. All collections have been marked with information about their authenticity, so visitors feel easy to distinguish between original and replica collection.
However, with the mentioned dark history, the museum still exists nowadays because the love of knowledge will always keep Radya Pustaka alive.
That's all our journey for this day. Hope you get something new. Thank you for watching. See you when I see you. Bye!
Nek flash gak tahu lagi. Iki tak record, gak ada flash berarti.